Well, it's been a little hot here today. It's been a little windy here today. There's been a little bit of rain here today. But it's always that way here. Welcome to the Dominican Republic, or welcome back. I don't think that's enough to write home to friends and family that we're suffering in paradise quite yet. We are gathered here today in the presence of family and friends to celebrate one of life's greatest moments. We are here to give recognition to the worth and the beauty of love, and to add our best wishes and our blessings to the words that will unite Gonzalo and Nicole in holy matrimony. As much as today is a celebration of Gonzalo and Nicole's marriage, it's also a celebration of their love. For their love and understanding for each other has grown and deepened and matured to the point where they stand before us today, offering themselves and their lives to each other. For them, this marriage is both a pledge of enduring love and an expression of their commitment to each other. For the rest of us, it gives us a moment to pause and think about just how deep the bonds between friends and family really can go, and how very important in life those are. Marriage is the most important of all earthly relationships, and it should be entered into thoughtfully and with the full understanding of its sacred nature. But it's fragile. It requires exactly the right blend and mix and balance between the responsibility of commitment and the freedom and the joy and the celebration of pure love. As with any aspect of life, this marriage will have its ups and its downs, its ebb and its flow, like the waves coming in and going out at the beach, not far from where we sit and stand today. But as you all know, this marriage will have so many triumphs as well. Remember, you two, this is your marriage to define, yours to make real, and yours to live. And out of all the people you've known in all the places you've been in your lives, you found each other as it was meant to be. And we celebrate that here with you today. And after looking around at this crowd, I got a feeling there's at least a few folks going to celebrate the socks off of that tonight, too. What we're trying to focus on here today, as a part of your marriage ceremony, but much more than that, as a part of your marriage itself, is a word that we kick around too much like a volleyball. The word is love, but love is such a profound and powerful force of good in life that it refuses to be captured or contained within a definition, but loves to show itself, to give us glimpses of itself, even as we see in your faces here today. Now, while we cannot capture love in a definition, there was one who caught a powerful glimpse of it and wrote this about it. Love is patient and love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist upon its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but celebrates with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. All the rest will pass away, except for these three: faith, hope, and love. And love is the greatest of all. Now, since you're holding hands so nicely, I have a reading called These Are the Hands. It may capture some of your journey ahead together. Let's see if it does. But first, Gonzalo, if you would turn your hands over on top of Nicole's. Now, if you, Nicole, put yours underneath of his and just hold on to them regular, however you'd regularly would. I thought I'd give Gonzalo the last chance to have the upper hand in the marriage. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you. These are the hands that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other, today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours now as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other hands. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief attack your minds. These are the hands that countless times will wipe away tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, but also many tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help hold your families together as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it, when you can find strength from no other hands. And these are the hands that even when wrinkled with age, will still be reaching out for yours, still giving that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch as no other hands in all of the world will ever be able to do. These are the hands. Now, I'd like to give you 3 suggestions for a good marriage. First, each morning when you wake up before you run for the coffee or the tea, take a moment and give thanks for the most precious gift you'll ever receive in all of your lives, each other. Secondly, we don't know why, but in all marriages, sometimes challenges and resentments will fall into marriages like bricks that fall from the ceiling that hit the floor. We don't want them, we don't like them, and we wish they weren't there, but it seems we don't have a choice, because in every single marriage across the face of the earth, sometimes these challenges and resentments will fall in. Now, without your love and forgiveness active and strong in your marriage, they will build themselves into a wall that will separate and divide you two. But with your love and your forgiveness active and strong in your marriage, with each one that falls in meaning bad, you catch it with your love and forgiveness. You make it good. And you build it into the foundation of your marriage. And stronger. And third, honor one another above yourself. We know that in marriage, if we as a spouse seek honor for ourselves, then at the end of life, all we end up with is a record of the wrongs of our spouse. But if we find a way, daily, intentionally, creatively, in big ways, but especially in the little ways, to honor our spouse above ourselves, honor will rest upon our spouse and sneak around behind us and rest upon us too, like a warm blanket on a cold night in Washington, D.C., or wherever you may be from. Honor one another above yourself. Now, my hope for you is, and if I can speak for all of us here, our hope for you is that you have many long years together to delight in each other's company. That you'll feel deep gratitude for having found and loved each other. That you'll make a home that is just chock full of authentic love. And that you'll continue to find the purposes for your individual lives, and now the purposes for your marriage together as well. And to love and be loved by family and friends. There are few things in life greater than these, and our hope is that you experience each one of them deeply. Now, I want you to turn around and look at the folks who came with you, because I have a question to ask them, and I want you to hold them to it later. Would everyone please stand? As family and friends, you form a community of support that surrounds these two. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and your support, never your judgment. And if they come to you to ask for advice, listen to the deep places of their hearts first, and then give them advice. In these ways, you can honor these two who come to be joined here today. So as family and friends, if you will support and encourage them in their marriage, will you tell them now together with one voice, we will. That was good enough to where you can sit down again. You may be seated. Do you, Gonzalo, standing in the presence of God and these witnesses, solemnly pledge your faith and your love to Nicole? Do you promise to live with her according to God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her, both in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? If so, sir, please say, I do.
I do.
Do you, Nicole, standing in the presence of God and these witnesses, solemnly pledge your faith and your love to Gonzalo? Do you promise to live with him according to God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him, both in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? If so, ma'am, please say, I do.
I do.
Victor, can I have the rings, please? For thousands and thousands and thousands of years, we don't even know how long, it seems to always have been a part of the human experience that when we were deeply in love with someone, we had to find a symbol to represent that profound love. These rings are fit symbols for that today. They are an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond of endless love happening right now. Now, others say that these rings will represent your two lives. Life is tough and we get nicked and scratched along the way, and unfortunately, so are your rings. But our hope for you is that even in 20 years from this very day, when you look at these rings on the outside, even though they may be nicked and scratched, our hope for you is that the same love we see shining in your faces today, and it's shining all over the place, will be just as bright and shining and new as the inside of these rings, even then.
I, Gonzalo, take you, Nicole, to be my wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor. And I promise my love to you forever.
I, Nicole, take you, Gonzalo, to be my husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer and for poor. And I promise my love to you forever.
Now we have something very special to share with you. It's called the Unity Sand Ceremony, and I'll explain why in a moment. There's a line in a song that says, "Long and winding road." Before these two met, they seemed to be on different roads leading to different destinations. But somewhere along the way, their roads crossed. And they not only fell deeply in love with each other, but so much so that they stand pledging and blending their lives together before us right now. Now, these two different vials of sand represent their two different lives before they met. They're two different sets of friends. They're two different sets of families. They're two different sets of futures. But as they combine this sand together, they are combining together their friends, their families, their futures, and their hearts. Now, obviously, they will each need their own individual hearts in order to survive in this world. But from now on, when you look at them and see them together, the truth is, you won't be seeing two different hearts. From now on, you'll be seeing one. Gonzalo and Nicole, we've heard your promise to share your lives together in marriage. We recognize and respect deeply the vows that you have made before each one of us here today as a witness. I conclude the ceremony with this. May the love that brought you together continue to grow and deepen and enrich your lives so that you can be so much more together than you ever could have been apart. May the love which first captured the imagination of your hearts for each other grow so deep it'll even surprise you how deep it's truly gone. So that even in 20 years from this very day, as you sit across the table from each other, you find yourselves saying to each other from the deepest places of your hearts, the best decision I ever made in all of my life was to marry you. May your house be a place of happiness for all who enter in. A place where the old and the young are renewed in each other's company. A place for growing. A place for music. A place for a lot of laughter. But more than that, may it always be a place where you honor one another above yourself. And by so doing, you give us all a clear glimpse of what this is that we call love and celebrate here with you today. By the authority granted unto me as a minister and missionary of the gospel of Christ and the church of Christ, I now declare to friends and family that this is husband and wife. You may seal your marriage with a kiss. They did a nice job, didn't they? And there's bubbles in the air everywhere. It is my pleasure, my privilege, and my honor to present to you, family and friends, and to the world, Mr. and Mrs. Gonzalo and Nicole Fernandez.
Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patron.